Hello, everybody! I am so excited! Yes, it's my favorite parak. It's Parak Chavei, chapter 25. And I'm really excited to tell you this is my favorite parak because it's me, Richie Rich, and I get to bring my donations, my tirumot, to the Mishkan. That's right, Hashem asked all the Bnei Israel, ve'asu li mikdash, make for me a sanctuary, a holy place. Ve'shachanti betocham, and I will dwell amongst them. I will dwell among all the Jewish people. God commanded, take tiruma. Tiruma means donation. Here we go. Tiruma. That spells tiruma, which is donations. That's right. And me, Richie Rich, I'm really excited because I love using my wealth to serve Hashem. Hashem blessed me with so much money, and even if I didn't have a lot of money, I would still be happy to give it to Hashem, because really everything that we have, even if we have a little bit or we have a lot, it's all from Hashem. And you know what? I found in my life, the more I gave, the more Hashem blessed me. Well, I'm so happy to bring my donations to build Hashem's house. Well, Hashem asked for donations to build the Mishkan, and he asked for quite a few things to build it. Hashem first asked for Zahav. Now, Zahav, everyone knows, is gold. And then Hashem asked for Kesef, which is silver. And then Hashem asked for Kesef, is also a word used for money, that is correct. Hashem also asked for Nechoshet, which is copper. And these are three types of metals which were used to building of the Mishkan. And Jewish people, we just had a lot of those because we came out of Egypt and we got a lot of gold, silver, copper, and copper when we came out from those Egyptians. Well, anyway, we also had to bring different materials. You know why we had to bring different materials? Because there were lots of curtains. So there was techelet. Techelet was wool, which was dyed blue. And then there was argaman, which was wool dyed purple. And then there was tolat shani, there was red wool. And there was other types of string. As you see over here, there was string that was gold. There was also white string. And these were used, the golden strings made out of gold threads, beaten very fine, were used to make the beautiful tapestries for the walls of the Mishkan building, and used for the Kohen Gadol's clothing. And there was also white cloth woven for the outside. A lot of materials were needed for the beautiful Mishkan to be erected. Well, let me tell you, in Perek Chavei, we're going to start speaking about what those materials were used for. That's right, God commanded, first of all, that he wanted an aron. That's right, not aron like Aaron HaKohen, but an aron like this. An aron like a gold box. And this gold box was really special, as we all know, because the aron really had three boxes, one inside the other. First, there was a gold box on the outside, but inside that was a box of wood, atzei shitim, cedar wood, and inside that there was another golden box. So it was like a nesting box, right? Imagine you would have a gold box on the outside, and then on the inside there was a wood box, and then on the inner side there was another gold box. Now on top of that, there was a crown on the outside, and then there was a golden cover with the cheruvim, with their wings facing upwards. The cheruvim were angel-like figures, and as you see over here, the aron was carried with two poles that were set in four rings in the corner of the aron. Now, some statistics about the aron. First of all, it was made with gold and atzei shitim, which is translated as acacia wood, or some say cedar wood. And it was 2.5 amot long, and 2.5 amot wide, and 1.5 amot tall. Okay, so that's 2.5 wide, 2.5 long, 1.5 wide, and 1.5 tall. And that's amot, not inches or feet. And it was made of pure gold, and the rim, it had a rim of pure gold, and it was carried on those poles, okay? And on the cover, of course, were the two cheruvim, the two angels facing each other, symbolizing God's love of the Jewish people, that we face each other with love. And then the next material, the next item was the shulchan. Now the shulchan, the bottom of the shulchan looks like this, looks like a golden table. The shulchan had in it gold, it was covered with gold, but inside was really wood. There was a wooden table coated with gold on the outside, and that was the shulchan. Now the shulchan also, besides for being a bottom table, also had special trays that went up from each side. There were three columns, and then there were connecting poles that went to each side. There were shelves, and on those shelves were placed special golden trays, and in those trays there was a very special bread called the lechem hapanim. And this lechem hapanim would stay there all week and then be eaten at the end of the week by the kohanim. And that was the shulchan. Well, the shulchan was made two amot long by 1 amot, and by 1 amot wide and 1.5 amot tall. Okay? And the shulchan was made out of pure gold. That's right, the shulchan was made out of pure gold. Of course, it was coated on top of the table that was there. Now the shulchan was also carried on poles, just like the other kelim. Now, comes now to the menorah. The Torah commands us to make a menorah out of one solid block of gold. That's right, one solid block of gold made into the menorah. And our rabbis tell us that Moshe Rabbeinu was having a hard time figuring out how to carve one solid block into the beautiful, intricate designs of the menorah. So Hashem told him, throw the block into the fire, and Hashem made it himself. And this beautiful menorah over here is very, very special. It had 7 branches, 1 in the middle and 3 on each side, and each branch had on it very special features. There were golden spheres, round, shaped like round balls, and then there were cups, and those cups, according to the Rambam Maimonides, were facing upside down, like pouring out blessings. And then there were also flowers, hard to see them over here, flowers as well, flower shapes. So flowers, spheres, and cups. Now, besides all that, Hashem commanded that we make tweezers. Yeah, tweezers. No, not for plucking out hairs on your eyebrows. Tweezers for plucking out those wicks that were burnt from the night before. The Kohen would use the wicks, the tweezers, to pull them out and change the wicks and make it very nice. And he would also use a scooper to scoop out everything, and would scoop out the remains and use the tweezers to hold the wick and light it from the menorah. And that is pretty much a summary of Perek Chav. So as I said, this is my favorite Perek Chav. And Perek Chav, the silly story is, of course, that it is chapter NaiL. And let me tell you all about that. Well, in chapter NaiL, that's chapter 25, let me explain to you how it works. You see, because the N is really a 2 that flipped on its side, and the vowels don't count. And the L, well, if you take, the L is number 5, because if you take your hand up and you hold it up like so, and then you hold your 5 fingers, so that's number 5, well then your thumb and your pointer finger will form an L. That's correct. So 5 is L and 2 is N. So NaiL is 25. So anyway, when Moshe, silly story over here, Moshe Rabbeinu commanded, bring lots of donations. And along came Shmerel, the Jew, with a lot of donations. Hey Moshe, how are you? I brought a big donation to the Mishkan. What did you bring, Shmerel? I brought a bag. Oh, big bag. Lots of donations. Okay, let's open it up. What's inside? Here we go. Nails! Ha ha! Nails! Nails? What? What are you bringing over here? Donation of nails. Ow, that hurt me. I have nails. It's full of this bag of nails. This is not what we need. Why, Moshe, I have 3 types of nails. I have gold nails, I have silver nails, and copper nails. You want us to melt this all down? We need solid blocks of gold. We have to be building menorahs and shulchans. We don't need nails. Why, I thought you were going to nail together all the beams of the Mishkan. You know, you could use nails to make the curtains, and, you know, as sewing needles to sew all the strings. Yeah, maybe. Shmerel, okay, I guess we'll have to accept your donation. We'll melt them down to make some other things in the Mishkan. Maybe we'll melt it into the shulchan or something, or the aron. Thank you very much, Shmerel. Okay, here you go. Let me give you the bag, Moshe. Ow! Oh, the nails are poking me. And that was a silly story. Chapter 25 is chapter NaiL, when they brought donations, not of nails, but of gold, silver, copper, purple wool, blue wool, red wool, white wool, and gold threads to make the Mishkan. Thank you for watching.